First we did Gregor's AEDD, now we're going to do Heathcliff's. So let's get into it. Heathcliff's AEDD is a 10th level E.G.O, has a 22 base plus 7 roll, does blunt damage, has attack weight of 3. That's a pretty good roll for the attack weight. Now before attack, gain plus 1 charge count for every 10% of HP missing to a maximum of 7. Gain 2 haste next turn, and on hit inflict 3 paralysis and 1 gloom fragility. So pretty good with 3 paralysis being guaranteed on hit, that's always nice, and some gloom fragility is appreciated as well. The passive of this E.G.O, Temperamental Discharge. When hit, you spend 1 charge count to heal 2.5% of your max HP. That is very good, but it doesn't even end there, because at less than 40% HP, gain 1 charge count before activating the healing effect. That is very good. Can gain up to a maximum of 10 charge count per turn, but still, you heal, and then if you're low enough, you're just going to gain some free healing. So that is so good. And when you use this E.G.O, it's going to cost you 20 sanity, 3 gloom resources, and 2 envy resources, which is pretty fair. Your resistances will change to ineffective to wrath, fatal to sloth, fatal to gloom. The awakening of this E.G.O is absolutely phenomenal, so let's see if the corrosion can follow up on that. And yes it can, because it rolls a 29 base with a negative 7 coin, blunt damage, and attack weight of 1. But still, 29 subtract 7, that's easily rolling a 22. Just no condition needed met. Even in worst case scenario, you roll 22. That's pretty good. Before attack, gain 1 charge count for every 10% of missing HP, maximum of 7. Gain 2 haste next turn. On hit, spend all charge count to deal bonus gloom damage by charge count multiplied by 2.5% of damage dealt to a maximum of 50% damage. That is very good and pretty interesting. After attack, spend all charge count. Now, tails hit at the end of your turn, lose HP by 10% of max HP and gain plus 10 charge count. That can actually be pretty good. From the corrosion to the drip, let's get into it. So, this E.G.O has a pretty good drip, at least in my opinion. I like it how his limbs turn to metal, how his eye gets covered, and he gets a nice little coat. Very, very nice. But what I don't like about this is that his dogs, at least one of the dogs are out. Like, come on, man. But same thing in the corrosion. Still got his dog out. But at least there he gets a metal bat, and he gets a little bit more robotic, I suppose. A little bit more possessed by the E.G.O, which I like that. So I'm gonna give that a whopping 7. Pretty solid. For the strength of this E.G.O, it's going to be pretty high up there, by having a pretty good roll in base and corrosion, having a good attack weight in base, 1 attack weight in corrosion, but still, your corrosion allows you to spend charge count to deal a massive amount of damage, well, massive, 50% more, but still, and the roll is phenomenal. Even if you get a tails, or heads, I suppose, on corrosion, it is still rolling great. So I think that is, oh yeah, not even including the gloom fragility you're inflicting, I think that easily puts it in a 10 on the scale of strength. Pretty good, but well deserved. And usefulness, do I even need to say it? You're being able to dish out some fragility, and you're being able to dish out some charge to yourself, but you're also going to be able to heal yourself for the charge that you're getting from this E.G.O and the charge that you're getting from the passive. So even if you just use this E.G.O once and you get low, you're going to be able to heal yourself with a little bit of charge every turn, pretty much. So that is phenomenal. Easy 10. Well, that was E.G.O. I would have to say I like this a little bit more than I like the Gregor's AEDD, but both of them are very solid and both of them have a little bit of different uses. This is a little bit more self-interested, but Gregor's one is good at giving your allies charge count. So, I think both of them are very solid. Honestly, I think AEDD is a pretty underrated E.G.O. But, yeah, that's about it. Have a good one.